I love my new cameraman job. Oh, hello guys. Oh, hey. What are you doing here? Listen, man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna win. I got a netherite sword and you got gold. Listen, buddy, just because you have better stuff doesn't mean you're gonna win. I am the mascot of Arena. I have to win as him. He's literally the mascot. Well then, there's only one way we're gonna find out. We have to take it to the battlefield. Oh, okay then. Oh, I will be leaving. I'll enjoy my roller coaster ride. Goodbye. Dude, I'm gonna win. And if you think you're gonna stop me, then you're out of my mind. I'm going to win this. It's literally over for you. I landed on the high ground. There is no way you're winning. You jump up, I'll smack you off. It's that easy. You boy, I'm gonna win. No. Let me talk. I'm gonna win. You know what? I can literally jump higher than you can imagine. You go, wow, mommy, I'm crying for help. What? Your sword can do the talking, and my sword will do talking back. They'll have a huge argument. Come here, boy. Just let me get my golden nuggets, but it's time for the hard way. Yeah! Mommy! I'm stuck. Mommy! No way he called for his mommy. Wait, he called for his mommy? Okay, I was joking when he said he was gonna call for his mommy. But he said, mommy, wah, because he needs help. You suck at Fortnite. Anakin, I had the high ground. There was no way you were winning. What were you thinking, bro? Where my golden nuggets at? Wait, how did I not win? Everybody, and welcome back to the Minecraft Arena YouTube channel. Me and Bro123 are in the meeting room. And he's going to his desk right now. We are talking about the new free game, Desert Battle, and it is the best game ever to exist. I didn't mean to break that. In the last YouTube video, I told you guys that I would be doing skits more often in the beginning of videos. And what you guys just saw 30 seconds ago was one of those skits. I hope you guys enjoyed that funny skit. Those types of skits are going to be happening more often in the beginning and maybe end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy those skits. Today we'll be doing yet another guide video, and it'll probably be our best one yet. Today will be a guide on another free game, and oh boy, is this free game complex. Not as complex as Farm Battlefield, because no game is as complex as that, but it's still pretty complex. A recent change we made to YouTube about how we would not be putting updates in front of the videos. If you want to see update information, look at the video before last video. That video will give you all the information on the latest update. Arena, we work really fast, and we are already working on the next update, which will be the Birthday Bash update. No, we have not decorated yet, but some of the minor features are already being added to the Birthday Bash update. Like the feature of having pay chests to pay for your games, or the checkpoints finally coming to Netherworld. Updates on that information coming very soon within the next week when the Birthday Bash update comes. To the side, let's get to the guide on Desert Battle. To look at what exactly Desert Battle is, let's look at its history. Every game has a history, and if there's any game that has a big history, it's probably Desert Battle. Desert Dance was a really cool game mode that came out in the November update along with Team Takeover. No one knew what Desert Battle was and that it existed, but no one really knew what type of game it was, and it was a good one. Desert Battle was a redstone game where there would be a hole underground, where there would be a hole in four corners and a hole underground. You would go into those holes and you would have to use the power of redstone to make your way back out of the hole, using only pistons and redstone stuff related to that. There were no teams to race to get out the hole. You had to work as a team. That's right. Everyone that ever played had to work as a team to get each and every player out of the hole. The reason why there were 5 holes is because we expected multiple people would be playing. It was a fun game, but nobody really liked it. The reason, I'm not a huge Redstone fan myself, and the only reason why I introduced it was to make sure there was a Redstone game. Because there's a lot of Redstone lovers out there, and we never had a Redstone game. People hated Desert Dive, and it was taking up Desert Dance, People hated Desert Dance because of how hard it was to work as a team. So I ended up removing it. Well, I didn't want to remove it. In fact, its second form was a mistake. I was completely going to remove Desert Dance forever. But then one day, after the TNT explosion, the iceberg in Battle Royale blew up and water came out. That water left Desert Dance looking like this. And that gave me an idea to not remove Desert Dance, but to improvise on it. That created Desert Dive. For some reason, Desert Dive isn't on this wall. It's a really inaccurate wall, and I'm going to remove it at some point. But it just got here, so I'm not going to remove it now, but it is going to get removed because it's so inaccurate. Desert Dance was created, and we made the game to a more fun twist. No, it wasn't a Redstone game, because water is Redstone's mortal enemy, but it was a good game, again, a good game. So, the rules of the game were simple. Everyone had to start at the top of the place. The underground, which used to be empty, was now filled with water and buttons. This game, Desert Dive, was a free-for-all game where everybody had to jump in the water and collect buttons. The person to jump out the water with the most buttons wins. It was a good game, besides the fact that it was completely rigged. The way that the Redstone game was built was to make sure that people can't just jump out. Because Desert Dance was built like that, it made Desert Dive impossible, so no one could swim out. We tried magma blocks, we tried soul sand, we tried anything. There was no way to get those people out of the water. It was a rigged game, and it stayed here for half of the arena updates. The second time update left it here. The second time update left Desert Dive, but it leaked that Desert Dive would die. You see, in the second time update, we added a little bit of iron in the corner of Desert Dive to indicate that it would soon leave. In the second time add-on, Desert Dive was completely removed and replaced with the futuristic iron platform. In the second time add-on 2, this update, that platform turned into a new game mode. And that game mode became Desert Battle, my personal favorite game, and obviously the best free game. The problem with free games is that there wasn't much majority. Race is like, okay, it's a race, it gets boring. Snowball Fight also gets boring. We remade Monster Maze so it's a little bit more fun, and I gotta admit, it really is fun. But some people don't like it because they don't like mazes. So yes, for some people, they could have the time of their lives, but some people just don't like mazes. In the second time add-on, we introduced 2 game modes, and both of these game modes were free. This game mode, which is a really fun, but gotta be honest, very broken game, which is free, and the Desert Battle is also free. Moral of the story, there's not a lot of good free games. Point where in the Birthday Bash update, I'm going to take Drop out of a secret, and I'm going to turn it into a real game mode. I was going to put it in this area, but the person that made those wouldn't be happy, so I was thinking when the Drop does become a real free game mode, it would be right here. To even do good in Arena, you are forced to play free games. free games are just like a part of the game because you need free games to get paid games, and it's just a chain reaction. If you don't play free games, which are relatively boring, you're never going to get to the fun paid games, which gets rid of the moral fun of Arena. The story, we need fun free games. And of course we have certain months where your favorite paid games are free, and certain DLCs where you get stuff for free. Like, those are DLCs. They shouldn't be mandatory. They should be optional. Even though if you get them, you do get a lot of good paid games for free. And if you get paid games for free, that's more fun. And more ways to get to other paid games. That you shouldn't have to rely on DLCs. Battle was born. We're done with Desert Battle's long history. What is Desert Battle? Well, it's in the name, but I'm going to explain it. Desert Battle is a futuristic themed game that is supposed to go along with the futuristic hallway. As I said, in the second time update, we turned this middle place into a futuristic area with futuristic buildings, and Desert Battle fits in perfectly with all this futuristic stuff. Can't wait to get rid of this futuristic place just to see how awkward Desert Battle will look. Like, really, it's gonna be a prismarine floor with a huge white building with a glowstone top. It's gonna look hilarious. But, as dumb as it would look, it has to happen, because we're not gonna keep this futuristic theme forever. The game will stay, but everything around it has to go. As I said, Desert Battle is a fighting-themed game with 6 different characters you can choose from with different abilities. Every character has the following: armor, of course, a weapon, no duh, item spawn, well, not item spawners, mob spawners, which is very interesting. This is different than an average game, because in this game everybody has a mob. Every mob is different, and depending on how good the mob is, the less you get. But these mobs are used as distractions. And yes, if they kill you, you are out of the game, but they just make this game different. Every character has a food item that only that character can use, unless you have your own food item from the shop. Some characters have extra abilities, like for, say, Golden Apple, Shield, Potions, so on. Later on, when you see these characters, you will think that some are just outnumbered by a ton, but I played what's arguably the worst character in the gameplay at the end of the video, and I kind of destroyed. You see, the way that the maps are formed, there are holes. So it doesn't matter what armor you're using, there's a high chance that you can still flop on the ground. You see, every map has a hole, and if you fall down, you lose. Which means that it doesn't matter what armor you're wearing, as long as you can push them off, you win. Which kind of makes swords, hear me out, it kind of does make armor and weapons pretty useless. Which is why every character has different abilities, like mobs. Mobs are good distractions to make you, not fall off. Speaking of the maps, let's go to them right now. Push this lever and it will bring you to the room of all the maps. It would also set your spawn point. The rule for the spawn point is, you can use the spawn point for as long as you're playing, but the second you're done playing, we are going to set the world spawn back to normal. So tell us when you're done playing, and the world spawn will go back to normal. So you can play as long as you want, but after every round, you get your golden nuggets. It's a very cool room, and it has lots of details. Especially the fact that your tour roller coaster that can be found in Arena Town connects to this building. I enjoy improvising on the tour coaster, so you can expect in the next few updates, the tour coaster will get better and better. Not because we're going to change its direction, but we will put things in its way similar to this. The tour coaster could maybe go through stuff and stuff like that. Hint, roller coaster going through a meteor? I think so. There are 6 different maps to choose from, and all of them are styled between a recommendation for we, the creators, think how many people you should play with, because some of them are bigger than others, and a difficulty for how hard the map will be to play on. Okay, now I'm going to show you all the maps, what they look like, and their recommendations, so on. The map has their own special gimmick. I'm going to be telling you that as well. This is crucial to your guide because certain characters go well with certain maps, especially the builder, because he can block off certain areas. The classic Arena 2 map, the recommendation is 3 players and the difficulty is normal. There's not many places to go. It's your basic Super Smash Bros. Map. I mentioned that every map has a starting platform. This starting platform, you cannot push people off from it, and you cannot attack on this platform. If you do, that is a penalty. You have to wait until everyone jumps into the map until you can fight. The map looks basic with a straightforward classic Super Smash Bros. Map that you can just run at each other and push each other back and forth like a tug-of-war. But no, this map has some cool stuff to it. Ladders here for a reason, and you can actually climb up them. Then, once you're up here, you can jump to that block over there. Do not jump this way. Don't jump from here, because if you do, you ain't gonna make it. But if you jump from here, you can make it easily. You can also jump over here, but I'm pretty sure you can do that wherever. I think the ladders do something, but I forgot what. That is the classic map. The recommendations, 3 players. I should have put it at 2, but like 3 is fine as well. And it is normal difficulty. The Desert Dive map. The map that you've seen in the skit before this video. This map is a combination of both This map is a combination of both Desert Dive and Desert Dance, and is a hint at it's a hint at what Desert Battle used to be. Why is this called Desert Battle if you're not fighting in a whatever? The recommendation is 3 players, and the difficulty is hard. Also, Arena 2's gimmick is that you can go on the things. That's basically it. The Arena 2 map's gimmick was a basic climb up high to get to different places. Easy. It was an easy, simple gimmick that was done in the climb of a ladder. But this map is much different. This map's difficulty is hard. And because, first of all, it's hard to land. The rule wasn't always like this, but originally, if you fell down here, you can take the exit command block and come straight back. But I decided to change this rule. This is a hard difficulty map, and so it should be hard to win. So there's a new rule that if you fall down here, you are out forever. I mentioned that you have 1 life. There are 3 platforms you can get to normally, and they are very small, so it makes combat very close quarters. And then there are 2 high maps that you can only get to with the special gimmick. Also, we put much detail on these walls, so I hope you like them. Anyway, these small islands, limitate the amount of space you have, and they're super hard to fight on. But that's not even the gimmick. Remember when I told you the rules of Desert Dive is that you had to dive underwater and get buttons? Well, that's basically the gimmick. You don't have to get buttons, but if you open up these trap doors, you can go down here. And you can't just walk underwater. We purposely made it so you have to swim, like swim. Underwater, there are different tubes that will take you to different places. Also, we made sure that you can actually get out of these ones. The ladders help you get out of these. I can't get out, hold on. Ladders help you to get out, and it is possible to get out. The only reason why I couldn't is the fact that I'm holding a large iPhone 7 Plus. As you can see, I am in a higher place than before, and this place is very, the only way to reach this spot is to go in the water. Now, yes, this was leaked in the skit, but you guys might have thought, oh, this is only for the skit. No, you can actually do that in-game. You can get to higher places using the water tubes. And originally, I was going to make it so you can't attack underwater and it's only a transport system. But like I said, this is a hard difficulty map. So you can attack underwater. Next up, we have Another World. The recommendation is 2 players because it's the smallest map. And the difficulty is hard. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure this is the last hard mode map. That skeleton can't attack you, there's barriers. But this is a small map. And as you can see, there's only one platform. But that's where the gimmick of this map comes in. As you can see, there's only one very small platform, and if you get knocked off, you're falling straight into lava. But the cool thing about this map is that if you jump at this block, you can start your parkour adventure. All these maps are based off of other games, besides the Arena 2 map. Another World, if you guys follow our platforms, you'll know that Another World is a parkour game that is in the Nether. So you can obviously tell that the gimmick is parkour. I'm not going to do it now because I'm holding a huge iPhone, but I do it in the gameplay at the end of the video. You can parkour all around the map in a large circle. It's not hard like the real Nether parkour, but it is very risky because someone can just shoot you down. But that's not the only gimmick. Also, in Another World, there is a gas that shoots fireballs. We didn't have space to make a gas, but there are in fact dispensers that you can go into and launch fireballs at your enemies. And Mr. Wither Skeleton, if you don't like him. They don't always hit their shots. In fact, they're very inaccurate, but they're there. Set right now is recommended 2 players. I want to play with all 3 of my friends. You can play with how any ever people you want. You can invite all 16 of your friends and you can all play. This is just a recommendation. This map is Mossy Creek, the only other difficulty easy map, and the recommendation is 4 players. Mossy Creek map, and I would say the gimmick is also parkour, but it's easy and there's not as much. There's platforms, some are reachable with this one tiny block, some aren't. But the real gimmick is the middle wall. You start on the middle wall and you can spread out to wherever you want. It's also kind of hard to jump, so watch where you're jumping. It is really hard to jump. Like, it's almost impossible. Which is why, Jesus, my hand is so tired from holding this huge phone. It would be worse on my other phone. But that's why you need the stairs. The whole gimmick of this map is to use the middle wall to your advantage. You can run around. If there's an enemy that you're afraid of that has like full netherite, you can full circle run away from him and trick him to fall off. This map is very easy though. Next map we have is Snowball Fight. The difficulty is normal and the recommendation is 3 players. I think you could manage 4, but I recommend 3. This is the Snowball Fight map. I'm not exactly sure what the gimmick is, but it's there. Really cool map with, yet again, a little bit of parkour. Not a lot, but a little bit of parkour that you can jump around and play Snowball Fight, basically. This map is just really cool, and if I had to make up a random gimmick, it's this. Monster Maze has doors that you can purposely open and go inside. You can actually hide in here, which is pretty funny. As you can see, I am now hidden. That's the gimmick. You can play hide and seek in Snowball Fight. This map is also easy difficulty, and that's mostly because there's no parkour, and it's very hard to fall off the map. The difficulty is easy, and the recommendation is 4 players. This is the Battle Royale map. It's just a mini version of Battle Royale that looks nothing like Battle Royale. Like, really, the islands are the same and stuff, but, like, they're in different orders. If you compare this to the normal Battle Royale, the Jungle Island is not next to Pressure Plate Island. So, it's really awkward. Also, the desert is the starting platform. You cannot attack up here. Oh, wait. Damn it, I recorded the gameplay and I forgot to add something. Go water, just like the other desert biome in Battle Royale. Anyway, this is a really easy map with no parkour whatsoever. But Battle Royale probably is one of the biggest gimmicks. Traps. Watch where you're going, because there are some very sneaky traps. Trap is this pressure plate. If you open it and walk in thinking it's similar to Desert Dive, you were almost right. You see, this cloud was gonna be the gimmick of this cloud was gonna be the gimmick of Battle Royale, which allowed you to teleport to other islands. But like, we already have that sort of gimmick within Desert Dive, so going inside the cloud just traps you. There's no way you're getting out unless you're the potion master with a jump boost. There are 2 traps in the desert biome. The water actually comes with these fishies, which is really interesting because the old Battle Royale, like the real one, had puffer fishes, and they used to be annoying, so we removed them. But because the theme is traps, we kept the puffer fish. There's only 3 though. Just in case you're really annoying and you skip the puffer fish, there's lava in there. It won't trick you because you're gonna see it before you walk in, but it's there. In the jungle also has 2 pufferfish. I thought it was 1. 2 pufferfish, just like the real jungle biome in Battle Royale, except it's hard to avoid this time. I'm gonna make it so the second you stepped on a pressure plate, TNT exploded, but like, how would that work? Should we add lava dispensers that come up whenever you step on the top pressure plate? That would be funny. Now, guide, I shown you that this trap was not really a trap, and that there was a secret way to get good loot. There's no secret way. When you jump in the lava, you jump in the lava. You're dead now. This counts as a trap, but not really. I was gonna add shulkers, but that would just make this map hard difficulty, so I decided to add shulker boxes as a nice touch. We are actually updating the real Battle Royale map, but we're not gonna update this one. Think of it as a good thing, because it'll be cool to look back at this mini version of Battle Royale. Because when in Arena 2023, if Arena's still alive, we'll see. But in Arena 2023, Battle Royale could be 100% different, and this could be a nice way to look back at the OG one. So if you haven't realized, the Desert Battle building is basically a time machine that brings into an alternate dimension, which is why all these mini games are blown up and stuff. My arm and feet do not get a break, and we're not done. We went over the characters, but there's 3 more things to go over. The characters, the tips and tricks, and the gameplay. These are all the classes. First of all, you have the mascot. If you don't know who the mascot is, it's the mascot is the sexy man on the sign with big booty cheeks. Hold on. Where is booty cheeks? Yeah, with big booty cheeks. So, hold on, where are they? Did we remove them? Oh, no, he didn't. I can't remove my favorite part about the mascot that easily. Anyway, he has big booty cheeks. Everything gold. Golden armor. Golden sword. He can spawn in bees, which aren't that good, but if a player hits one by accident, they all charge. He has golden apple, golden carrots as his food item. And then he has a ton of undying and golden carrots as his special ability. But not the worst either. You won't last 2 rounds without your... But I can tell you this, you won't last 2 rounds without having to replenish your armor. Of the Desert Dancer. He has all leather armor, but you may think he's bad because of that, but he has a netherite sword, cooked cod at his food. He can spawn in husks, which can get rid of people's hunger, which is really good. And then his special is a shield. Really good character if you ask me. I played him in the gameplay and I destroyed. Didn't know, in the skit, the mascot and the Desert Dancer are the 2 classes that were used. The one with brown armor was the Desert Dancer, and the one with gold armor was the mascot. They even stated in the skit that he was the mascot and that he couldn't lose. Also a Bowmaster, which is chain armor, netherite chest plate, and chain leggings and boots. He has a wooden sword because he's just not made for close combat. Crossbow, arrows, cooked rabbit, he can spawn in skeletons as his mob, which is pretty good. And his special is the crossbow and arrows. Not the best when it comes to attacking, but I definitely use him for his range and armor. Character with range is the Potion Master. Funny fact about the Potion Master was originally going to be a support character, but there's no teams and this is a free-for-all, so what's the point of a support? The Potion Master let me move that. Potion Master has pretty good armor, and I might lower it down a little bit, but he has 2 diamonds and 2 netherites. A pickaxe as her attack, him/her attack. I always refer to the Potion Master as a her, I don't know. As an iron pickaxe for the attack, a Vex for a spawner, 4 mushroom stews as her food item, and his special are 3 potions that are really random. Really random, depending on my mood. Definitely relies on her potions because the bow and arrow's wooden sword might deal more damage than her iron pickaxe. Deals the same amount of damage. Arguably the best character, the Piglin, with all netherite. But having all netherite comes with disadvantages. He has a stone sword, dried kelp, which feeds half a hunger bar, 3 Piglin brutes, and because he's so good, he does not get a special. The Builder. Full iron armor, diamond axe, which deals a good amount of damage, bread, 10 zombies, which can actually break down builds, so I don't know why I am with them. And then the special is oak fence. It was going to be blocks. The oak fence was going to be blocks, but blocks are too overpowered and you can stack up. Really categorize these characters. The bottom 2 are attack. The middles are support, and then the tops are defense. I just realized that. If this was a team game, that's how it would go, but this is not a team game. It's funny how they're actually categorized, top DPS, bottom DPS, middle support, top defense. Really interesting. My guy is really limited to running because of his dried kelp. For the last 2 parts of the video, the tips and tricks and the gameplay. I'm going to be doing both at the same time. I'm going to have my tips and tricks going over the gameplay. Because the gameplay is so long and the tips and tricks were so long, put 2 and 2 together, that's the end of the video. If this was a team game, I would have a tip for every class, but it's not a team game, and these characters don't really have roles. They're just go in, attack, and spawn. So I'm going to give 5 tips in general. Oh boy, guys. So, this is Arena's official longest video ever. I finished doing all the editing, and this is the last part I had to do. This video is 37 minutes. And in my editing software, there is exactly 100 different clips. It is horrific. But anyway, let's go over the tips and tricks. In the background, you see the gameplay is playing, so you can watch the gameplay while you listen to this. Here are 3 tips and tricks overall. The first tip is to pick your character with the map. For example, if you're the builder can put up fences to block off certain areas. If you're the builder, I recommend using Battle Royale as a map, because in Battle Royale, there's tight corners that force people to go a certain direction. All you gotta do is place your fences, and they can no longer go that way. As well as Desert Battle. With your fences, you can block off Desert Battle, and you can basically block off the underwater section, which is pretty dirty, but it works. Moral of the story, pick a character along with your class, basically. The next tip is to use your mobs. Mobs seem pretty useless, but you will see later on in the gameplay that is currently playing how useful they really are. There's a part where I tricked Dr. Tendo. I put my zombie, I don't know if it's playing right now, but there is definitely a part where I put down my zombie to distract him, and then after the zombie distracts him, I went up the ladder and went behind him for the kill. Use your mobs to the advantage. Unless you're the mascot, because, I mean, even if you are the mascot, the bees really do work, because if you're being attacked, just use the bees, and the bees will block your damage, I guess? So, use your mobs to your advantage. The next one is the final tip is to know everything about the map. Luckily, you don't have to worry about, Luckily, you don't have to worry about it because I told you everything you need to know about the maps, but you should keep in mind everything about the maps, because if someone tries to sneak attack you, you can know exactly where they are coming from. So you need to know all the areas of the map. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and I will see you guys later. I should be posting a video on Monday or Tuesday, which is just gameplay. I should be posting a gameplay video on Monday or Tuesday, and later on in the week, I should be posting a secret video that I think you guys will like a lot. But until then, I'll see you guys.